Welcome. Today we will read Lesson 142 in the workbook and from the text, Chapter 13, Section 10, Release from Guilt, paragraphs 1 through 8. And now for Lesson 142. My mind holds only what I think with God. (123) I thank my Father for his gifts to me. (124) Let me remember I am one with God. In gratitude and in thankfulness does one greet this moment, in appreciation of the quiet that is far removed from the shouts of the world, in the peace that transcends earthly conflicts, and with the certainty that passes by all doubt and confusion. If not for these formless gifts of love, there would be no relief from the world of form, the world of time and space. It is in appreciation of these perfect gifts that this day is valued. One is never alone, never separated from anyone or anything, never away from the one that is all. There are no boundaries here, no walls, no divisions, no fences that have power to undo what is whole and complete and united. And now for our text reading for today, from Chapter 13, Section 10, Release from Guilt, paragraphs 1 through 8. You are accustomed to the notion that the mind can see the source of pain where it is not. The doubtful service of such displacement is to hide the real source of guilt and keep from your awareness the full perception that it is insane. Displacement always is maintained by the illusion that the source of guilt from which attention is diverted must be true and must be fearful, or you would not have displaced the guilt onto what you believe to be less fearful. You are therefore willing to look upon all kinds of sources, provided they are not the deeper source to which they bear no real relationship at all. Insane ideas have no real relationships, for that is why they are insane. No real relationship can rest on guilt, or even hold one spot of it to mar its purity. For all relationships that guilt has touched are used but to avoid the person and the guilt. What strange relationships you have made for this strange purpose. And you forgot that real relationships are holy and cannot be used by you at all. They are used only by the Holy Spirit, and it is that which makes them pure. If you displace your guilt upon them, the Holy Spirit cannot use them. For by preempting for your own ends what you should have given him, he cannot use it for your release. No one who would unite in any way with anyone for his individual salvation will find it in that strange relationship. It is not shared, and so it is not real. In any union with a brother in which you seek to lay your guilt upon him, or share it with him, or perceive his own, you will feel guilty. Nor will you find satisfaction and peace with him, because your union with him is not real. You will see guilt in that relationship because you put it there. It is inevitable that those who suffer guilt will attempt to displace it because they do believe in it. Yet though they suffer, they will not look within and let it go. They cannot know they love and cannot understand what loving is. Their main concern is to perceive the source of guilt outside themselves, beyond their own control. When you maintain that you are guilty, but the source of your guilt lies in the past, you are not looking inward. The past is not in you. Your weird associations to it have no meaning in the present. yet you let them stand between you and your brothers, with whom you find no real relationships at all. Can you expect to use your brothers as a means to solve the past, and still to see them as they really are? Salvation is not found by those who use their brothers to resolve problems that are not there. You wanted not salvation in the past. Would you impose your idle wishes on the present and hope to find salvation now? Determine then to be not as you were. Use no relationship to hold you to the past, but with each one, each day be born again. A minute, even less, will be enough to free you from the past and give your mind in peace over to the atonement. When everyone is welcome to you, as you would have yourself be welcome to your Father, you will see no guilt in you, for you will have accepted the atonement which shone within you all the while you dreamed of guilt and would not look within and see it. As long as you believe that guilt is justified in any way, in any one, whatever he may do, you will not look within, where you would always find atonement. The end of guilt will never come as long as you believe there is a reason for it. For you must learn that guilt is always totally insane and has no reason. The Holy Spirit seeks not to dispel reality. If guilt were real, atonement would not be. The purpose of atonement is to dispel illusions, not to establish them as real, and then forgive them. The Holy Spirit does not keep illusions in your mind to frighten you and show them to you fearfully to demonstrate what he has saved you from. What he has saved you from is gone. Give no reality to guilt, and see no reason for it. The Holy Spirit does what God would have him do, and has always done so. He has seen separation, but knows of union. He teaches healing, but he also knows of creation. He would have you see and teach as he does, and through him. Yet what he knows, you do not know, though it is yours. Now it is given you to heal and teach, to make what will be now. As yet it is not now. The Son of God believes that he is lost in guilt, alone in a dark world where pain is pressing everywhere upon him from without. When he has looked within and seen the radiance there, he will remember how much his Father loves him. And it will seem incredible that he ever thought his Father loved him not, and looked upon him as condemned. The moment that you realize guilt is insane, wholly unjustified, and wholly without reason, you will not fear to look upon the atonement and accept it wholly. The atonement, which is the undoing of guilt, involves looking within and experiencing one's true innocence and radiant joy in the present now. Yet one believes that one is imprisoned in guilt, in a world of conflict, of time, that is attacking one from the outside. One has but displaced the thoughts of guilt outward into the world, and thus making the looking inward a fearful idea. One also displaces guilt upon a past that does not exist. Guilt can only be undone by looking inward to where the guilt lies and seeing its falseness, its insanity, seeing guilt's shadowy nature. Spirit lights up one's innocence and purity to be accepted wholly and completely.